When's it gonna do it? When's it gonna do it? Hey! Hello everybody, we are just filming the fountains. Welcome to this Blackpool Pleasure Beach opening day vlog from 2020. We're just waiting for Josh and Emily to come back and then we're going to go Grand National. We've done a few rides already. We've done Big One, Icon, Big Dipper. Big One was really smooth. They've changed the E-band entrance to near a transfer track or something. We did Nick Streak as well, and you can probably hear someone in the background. Danielle is here, and we're kind of just waiting for them. Then we're going to go on Nash. I wasn't going to film the intro now. In fact, I was going to film it a lot earlier. I was going to do it in a minute, but since the fountains have started, I thought I'd do it. But yes, right, we've done we've done Grand National, which was really good. I think that's better than Megaphobia actually. We did Wallace and Gromit again. Now we're going to do Revolution. So yeah, I'll speak to you later. Revolution and Danielle's in jail.
I don't know what I did.
I don't know what she's done. We've got Josh here as well. He's not been in the vlog yet.
Yeah,
and we've got you. We've got Emily.
That is not my name.
Emily. Emily. So yeah, theme park mad.
I'm still enjoying the theme park.
And she's still in jail. We're going to do big one now.
Big one, right?
Hooray! Second round of the day.
Season,
And
whatever.
from 3.
Yeah.
Hooray! Unfortunately, the speedy pass thing is full, so we can't get on big one. And I think they're going to close it because Storm Dennis the Menace, as I'm calling it, just Storm Dennis is what it's actually called, is fast approaching. So we're not going to get on it. We're hopefully going to be getting on steeplechase and Icon again. And Danielle is adjusting my camera because I'm filming on my phone. But I thought because you know it's going to be raining today, I wouldn't bother bringing the camera. But yeah, I'll speak to you later. Right, so we've just done big one again on the back car, second to back row. It was really good. We used the new speedy pass queue as well, the E-band queue, which you do have to wait a bit longer, and there is steps which isn't ideal for wheelchairs, but you're not like getting crushed by everyone coming off the ride because you used to go up the exit. But yeah, really fast, really smooth. The new track's made a big difference, and I'm guessing they've done some maintenance on it as well. But yeah, I'll speak to you later. Right, we've done a few rides since we last spoke to you. We've done Avatar Airbender, my first time on that ride. Not a big fan of flat rides, but I was alright on that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Ulster Ice Blast, River Caves, and then Big Dipper again. In the pouring rain, Storm Dennis the Menace really is here now. About 20 minutes until park close, so yeah, we're doing Wallace and Gromit now and then that'll probably be it, and I'll end the vlog when I get home, so yeah. It's raining, but Danielle was dancing. So there we go, Blackpool Pleasure Beach opening day. Must admit I was a bit concerned before we obviously went to the open day about how things were going to pan out, obviously because of Storm Dennis, which seemed to hold off longer than we all thought. We all thought we'd kind of have intense rain and winds kind of all day, and then I believe Danielle says that it was saying 3 o'clock it was going to hit Blackpool, and then I'd say it probably didn't hit Blackpool properly until 4 o'clock, and then we were getting quite a bit of downtime. I think the big one did go down. They actually closed it at 3, I believe, because that's when the storm was going to hit, but it didn't hit until 4. The last hour, as I said, back at Wallace and Gromit, it was very intense rain. The winds picked up a bit as well, but it was only for that last bit really. For Big Dipper we did, and then Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, so Big Dipper was quite a wet ride, but it was running a lot smoother than last year. That was really rough last year. I did it on the front of the back car, so still on a wheel seat, but not the very back, and it was still smooth. In terms of the other rides, ride availability was really good today. I think Pleasure Beach, last year, if you don't know, basically pretty much every major ride broke down, so there were only a few rides open at a time. And I've heard that the Pleasure Beach weren't really ready to open like last year. They were still kind of signing off the rides on the day, so they weren't kind of ready. They didn't meet the deadline very well, if you will. But this year, they've clearly learned from those lessons. And I mean, I'm surprised that they chose to open the park today, to be honest. Obviously, I think the main reason why they would have decided to open was because, they know a lot of enthusiasts are going and, travelling quite a long way, so staying over. The park was very quiet, queues were very minimal. Obviously, you will have seen in my vlog, and if you've watched Theme Park Mad's vlog, they were making use of the Speedy Pass mobile system on the free bands. So the top 9 rides, obviously, you'll know, I've explained this before, you book them on an app, and then you can go on, and then you have to wait so long before you book them. Next one, for all the other rides, you just go up the exits, and you can get straight on with that system. So definitely look into doing that. If you have a disability, go on the website. There's certain criteria you have to meet to be entitled to that. I'm entitled to it. Amelie, who was with us, is entitled to it as well. But make sure you check that out. There's certain criteria. Bring documentation with you. With us having annual passes as well, it's logged on their system. So for those of you who have an annual pass, well, I know we've already had the registration days for this year, but for next year, if you take your stuff, they'll register it on there. So then each time, take your stuff just in case, documentation, each time you go, but it should be registered on the system. So you should be good to go. But yeah, ride availability was really good. The only rides that I think broke down were Ice Blast and Grand National, but they were only brief breakdowns. They weren't like for hours on end or for like the whole day or whatever, so not big deal. It did delay us going on both those rides, but it was fine. And then obviously big one for the winds. I believe it shut briefly early on in the day because the winds got a bit too high, and then later on in the day with Storm Dennis approaching, it seemed to kind of they put off closing it over time because the people in the ticket centre were kind of saying to go there first because they were expecting the winds to pick up. It's closed quite quickly, but they didn't seem to pick up for a lot longer. So we got 2 rides on the big one, which was running so smooth with that new retrack. And they've only retracked a small bit of it. So I think they've done some real maintenance on that over winter, getting it nice and smooth. Even on the back car, on second to back row, it was still really smooth. So yeah, I've done it on the back row as well, and actually had a smooth ride on it last year, surprisingly. But this year it's been smoother than ever, so well done Pleasure Beach for that as well. Icon was running good. Grand National was not as good as closing day, but it's still running quite good. I think I made my mind up now. That is better than Megaphobia. I know it's controversial and a lot of people will be not very happy with me for saying that, but yeah, it's really, I think, quite underrated. And then Wicker Man just tops it. But I mean, what a good ride, and it just goes on and on and on. But yeah, we actually saw Theme Park Worldwide as we were coming into the mid-course brake run where it trims the speed a bit towards the end of the ride. And we actually saw them, so we shouted over. I believe Sean was filming, so hopefully we'll be in the vlog. So check it out when that's online. But yeah, it was great to meet up with Theme Park Mad. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Amelie. Had a really good day. Met Amelie for the first time as well. But yeah, it was really good to meet up with them. Thank you for watching. I'll be posting whenever I can. The Florida vlog should be on soon. That's just slightly delayed. I'm nearly finished editing it, but slightly delayed with me doing this first. Because I wanted, it not to be April, you know, before this is on, just in case I'm suddenly very busy with college and things get delayed and that, because that can be quite unpredictable. So I'll post whenever I can. I'll be back at the Pleasure Beach very soon. Video wise, obviously, big things to expect. Poulton's Park in April, and Fantasy Island in July, August time. But yeah, you can expect some little bits in between that. Hoping to do some more on-ride, off-ride POVs, especially from the Florida trip, getting some of them online. Also maybe some of the ride review and top 10 stuff I said I was going to do over winter, but I didn't, because I suddenly found out I was going to Florida, so none of that could happen basically. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.